can I use a VA loan to refinance my existing mortgage? So I just have a list of the top 50 VA questions, so we're just gonna go through them, and that's one of them. So let's say that you bought a house and you bought it with FHA or conventional, right? Can you refinance into a VA loan? Yeah, you totally can. As long as you're eligible for a VA loan, you can take that conventional loan, you can take that FHA loan, and we can turn it into a VA loan. Now let's talk about when it makes sense and when it doesn't. You know, realistically, where VA can make sense is if you have limited equity in the property. So for instance, if you're FHA, I would totally be switching you into VA because you're paying mortgage insurance monthly. That makes no sense. Whoever the lender that put you into FHA probably didn't understand VA, and that's why they put you there. So it is definitely something we would want to do. Now, a lot of times people go, oh, well, can you just switch it? Yes and no. Let's talk about what that means. So it is a full refinance, and it is a full document refinance. Very important to know. So if you're going from like conventional or FHA to VA, that is a fully underwritten loan. Very different from a VA IRRL. IRRL. If you guys have been watching the VA IRRL videos and you're like, well, I want to do that. I have FHA and I want to do a VA IRRL. No. A VA IRRL is a refinance only if your current mortgage is VA. Okay. And what's nice about that loan is that, you know, it's way less documentation. There's no appraisal. Whereas if you're going from conventional or FHA to VA, you know, there's going to be an appraisal and it's going to be full doc. Okay. But look, if you're in a position where you don't have equity or a good amount of equity, VA can save you a fortune. Right? Because you're not going to pay mortgage insurance. Now, would I do a VA refi? Let's say you're conventional and you have a ton of equity. You have like, you know, just a fortune in equity. If you got VA disability, I would probably look at VA. And the reason why I say if you got VA disability is because I know my interest rate on VA is going to be lower than conventional. It's going to be lower than FHA. It's going to be the best rate I can offer you out of all my products, period. Okay. Also, we waive our lender fee on VA, so I know that's going to cut down the cost of your guideline, of your refi. Jeez, guys, sorry. So if you have VA disability, you don't have to pay the funding fee. Okay. If you don't have VA disability, there is a funding fee. So at that point, we might do the math on does it make sense to stay conventional or should we flip to VA? Okay. But overall, can you take a conventional or an FHA mortgage and turn it into VA? Absolutely. Now, one thing, because this happens a lot, and it's a silly VA rule that most people don't get. If you do not have a loan on the property, I cannot do a VA loan. Period. You know, and there's workarounds. It's like if you got a home equity line on the property and then you wanted to take that and turn it into VA, that's fine. But if you owe zero, zilch, not a nothing, I can't do a VA cash out refi. There has to be some sort of lien, you know, money owed on that property. And I know that sounds silly, but it's just one of those VA things where like, it's the American dream loan to a large extent, right? You're getting in with 100% down, with 100% financing. You're, you know, getting these great rates. You're not paying mortgage insurance. So I think the theory is if you pay off or if you don't have a loan, the American dream ultimately is owning your home outright. So that's my thought on why that exists, but I'm sure there's a different reason. So overall, yes, we can refinance a conventional or an FHA loan to VA provided you qualify. Easy peasy. It can be a great solution. It can save you a ton of money, but you want to make sure you're working with a lender that will do the math to make sure it's the right choice, because there is no loan that is always, in every circumstance and situation, the right loan. So we want to make sure we understand your unique situation. So as always, I'm licensed in 48 states to do mortgages. I want to do yours. Get on the calendar, hit me up, fill out an app, whatever you guys need. We are here to support you. Thanks for watching.